All right, what's going on? It's Bobby Skinner, Giants Nation show with another film breakdown of the Giants' seventh round pick, tight end Thomas Fidone out of Nebraska. 6'5", 243 pounds, so slender. He's got good straight line speed. We're gonna go through it. Blocking actually is better than what I was expecting when you see the frame from him. Was a high recruit who got injured, towards ACL twice. And then has come back and played the last couple of years for Nebraska and produced about 800 yards over the last 2 years. So we're going to get into it. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Again, film breakdowns on all the Giants draft picks. Corey Black will be the last one and the next one. And then we're going to go individually through Jackson Dart games. Really excited for it. So again, like and subscribe. So let's get into it. We're going to go through the linear, quote unquote, speed, right? And it's basically where you see the speed show off is the over routes. All right, you're not going to put a tight end on a seam too often. It happens, but in reality, it's going to be in these over routes. And you see him sidestep the end with this safety, challenge vertically, snap it off, and run. Again, this is not a film breakdown, portion where I got to sit here and tell you all these crazy things and these techniques. It's as simple as him just being pretty fast. Here again, versus Ohio State. Now this time he cheats a little bit, uses the ref as a pick on Caleb Downs, who's like the #1 player in the next draft, according to people. But able to use that speed and get some yak. Again, a little bit of telegraphing too, right? Like you can challenge this vertically a little bit, keep Caleb Downs leveraged and throw a foot jab or something, but it just keeps it in. And then, throws like that little shoulder and then gets the referee in the way. So it's a little cheap for me to put it on here, but nonetheless, nice chunk play. Here versus Illinois. Excuse me, wrong guy. Right here. Just running. Speed. Ball gets on him. Get a couple yards, right? And again, I'm not reinventing the wheel over here. Going to run another over versus Indiana. This time the ball's going to be behind him. He does a good job contorting, right? He's not going to go out and leap or anything. But he does a good job on when the ball's behind him, being able to turn and snatch the ball. Like he does catch the ball with his hands. Now that ball gets into his chest. But, turn, good catch. And then I just want to show off the speed. Again, he didn't really get these targets. But, here versus, let's run this slot fade. Right, challenge inside. You see the speed. Right, we work an inside track to, take this player's leverage. Swat with that right hand. And you see, he's got good long speed. Down here versus Ohio State, right? Going to put him on the corner. Now, again, I don't know how often you're going to be giving him these routes in the NFL, and especially for a guy who's not going to get a lot of playing time, at least early on. But regardless, he does have the speed to stretch the field when you want to use him in those situations, right? You want to get in heavy personnel and run some play action. You can put him in those crossers. And then, again, he's not the super elusive guy, but when you have speed, right, you run the stick, it's zone coverage, get a little yak. Again, he's not someone you're trying to get involved in the screen game or anything, but if he builds up momentum, he can get you some yak. And then the next route that really I thought he had some success on was these out routes. And it's not necessarily very good route running. He's a little snappy with it, but we see there's a lot of slowdown at the stem. We're taking a good bit to get into our break, but they are snappy and flat. And because he catches the ball with his hands away from his body with a good, long arm catch radius, 34-inch arms, he's able to make tough grabs like that. I mean, watch it full speed from Patrick Mahomes wannabe. Catches it away from his body. Here versus Illinois. Snappy, see? That's not this crazy quickness or suddenness at the top of the route. But again, works that tries to get that leverage at the top and just snap, make it flat. Ball's out. Good catch. Get a field and get some extra yards. Up here, again, slow, a lot of arm pump, but again, able to make those catches. You know, make those tough grabs. But again, you see when you got someone who's playing like some solid man here, right? We see he works inside track and he's just slow in this. Like this transition is slow and allows this DB to close. And the only way you're catching that is a ball that's, you know, thrown outside and you're using your catch radius. You know, here versus Ohio State, right? Block and release here, but that's just a slow, bad route. Gonna motion him in here again versus Ohio State. Right, so and again, so like any tight end, you put him in these sticks versus these off coverage looks, these zone coverages. He'll find the hole, he'll sit in it, he'll catch it. Right, we're not setting himself apart from anybody, but again, you get him that, and you see the nice catch radius, right? Like this ball's behind him on this stick route. Yeah, he's able to turn back and get the ball. Right, you give him, you know, an under versus soft zone. He can block and release. Get him the ball. Again, he's not going to make a bunch of guys miss or anything, but he at least get those 7-8 yards for you. But with Fedoni, it's just as a route runner or even as a, you know, blocker, I want like some type of identity for him outside of running straight line speed. Because again, you can't last in the NFL doing that. Like here, a slant, right? Your basic slant. Right? Are you the quickest guy in the world? Right? Are you working foot jabs and all that, and you're able to separate on a slant? No. So, are you going to be physical? Right? Get physical. You know, use like a what they call a gangster release. Nope. We're just covered. Right? So it's basically like straight line speed and a good catch radius. Right? And again, I think he lacks physicality. Gets rerouted way too easily. I mean, we get knocked off our track here. Right, we're a big 6'5" tight end, and we just got knocked into the curl route. You know, here versus Ohio State. Wait, let's see, right here. And we're at the tight end spot. We're supposed to bring the physicality at the top of the route. Instead, we're the ones stumbling out of the break. You know, up here. Again, what are we doing here? Shake. I mean, what's going on here? We get hands on us. We go to the ground. So it's just I don't like that. But as a blocker, though, I don't think he's terrible. Right, like here versus Tyleik Williams. Right, and this is on a crunch run. It's not the most. Not going to run this play a ton, but hey, he gets to his spot. And he holds his own, drives his feet. That's Tyleik Williams. I mean, that was a second-round defensive tackle. You know, here out on the edge versus DB. Sorry, let me let you know where he is. All right, get to the spot. Finish it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. You know, and use as a move blocker. Again, he's going to get to the spot. Is he going to finish? No. But, like, you can use him out in space as a move blocker. Right, like he's quick, he gets to a spot. Now, there's not the finish you want, right? And similar play here, right? Get to the spot, but you know the safety's able to slide inside. Like we gotta, once we get here, we gotta finish that play, and instead of letting him get in on it, you know. I mean, you're basically seeing the same thing over and over again, where they're able to just like work inside. So it's like, yeah, he can move well as a move blocker, and then in line. Like you see good technique and strain. Right? We fire off the ball, get hands, strain. Again, the feet aren't great, but like does a fairly solid job. Right? You don't see terrible reps here. You know, finish the play. But too often, and this Ohio State film is so blurry. My gosh. But you know, gets hands on JT Tuilamulo. And like this is good right here, but eventually that strength ends up letting us get squeezed down, and you see that pretty consistently, right? Like we land good, we start good, we don't finish good, which is again it's better than a lot of tight ends. But here versus Sawyer, but it's also again like for Fedoni outside of a relative athletic score, it's what's my identity as a player? Because it can't just be straight line speed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. One more draft class breakdown to come. So hope you guys enjoyed them all. Check out all the other ones. The Marcus Bowe one, I spent a lot of time on that one. Got bad views. Ew. What the F? All right, appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, let's go Big